Thunderclap at Capital One area with one furious swipe. Angel Reese, part rebounding locomotive, part walking headline, sent a coach Clipboard spinning across national television. Flipped the Chicago Sky season narrative upside down and touched off the wildest rule of engagement debate the WNBA has faced since technically fouls became TikTok fodders. If you thought a tense fourth quarter loss was the story, think again. This is passion, theater, outrage, and strategic colliding as center court, an emotional supernova that's still radiating through highlight loops, talk show monologues, and a fanbase split between suspend her now and protect the queen at all costs. Grab your popcorn, folks. We're about to unpack every bounce, whistle, tweet, and fallout ripple from Clipboard Gate 2015. Pressure cooker in DC, late July in Washington, means sweltering heat outside and playoff case pressure inside. The sky roll in riding.
It's tough when you talk to officials and I ask them, hey, we only shot 2 free throws. We've only been to the free throw line twice up into the fourth quarter, and she tells me it's not her job. It's frustrating, and I don't give a damn if I get fined because that's cheap, and I am tired of it. Because I've been nice and I've been humble with it, but I am tired.
Barbie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Barbie? The emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided to give her.
Opposite them stand the mystic, newly healthy, hungry and roaring for a statement win in front of a nationally televised Friday night audience. From tip of the tempo screens, post-season intensity, knees bent lower, hip check harder, every screen thuds like 2 tree trunks colliding. Sky head coach Teresa Weatherspoon knows her club's margin for errors is thinner than gaffer tape. She leans on the franchise engine Angel Reese, rebounding phenom, brand magnets double guaranteed. By halftime, the rookie has vacuumed 10 boards and lived at the foul line, but Chicago's perimeter bricks leave the screen board wobbling. The third quarter turns ragged. Mystique guard Ari Attics slices gaps. Shakira Austin erases layups, and Chicago, once comfortable 11-point lead, evaporates into a one-possession nerve feast. Reese scowl deepens each time a cutter misses her post seal. Assistant coach Christina Ivy flashes spacing signals. Reese answers with exasperated palms to the ceiling. The pot is boiling and nobody realizes how close it is to overflowing. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left. Chicago trails 77-74. Weatherspoon whistles a timeout, determined to hash out a 2-for-1 quick hitter. Ivy grabs the grease board, half draws an elbow.
I was like, good God, she can't get out of her own way. And I don't give a rat's how frustrated she is. The Chicago Sky should suspend her for this. They won't, because they're too damn scared of her fans.
Horns set, then whop. Reese's right hand chops the board mid-air. Marker springing across hardwood diagrams. Now confetti. Ivy's mouth opens, but words stall. Cameras freeze on her, shocked, blinked as a national audience gasp loud enough to drown arena music. Slow-mo replay underscore every detail. Reese's jaw clenched, knuckles tighten. The board, plastic edge, helicopter away. Teammates' eyes bulging, saucer wide. Social media reactors need only 7 seconds. 1 clip, 3 angles, 0 context within 90 seconds. Hashtag Clipboardgate, hashtag Bayou Smack, and hashtag Angel Unleashed. Trend top 5 worldwide. Official huddle, center court. No technical is assessed. Perhaps they deem the act bench internal. Perhaps they simply missed it amid timeout chaos. Either way, scoreboard operates. Update nothing but the clock. In living rooms, coast to coast.
This is some Bush League lack of respect. This behavior can't happen. It can't happen. Look at that. Slap a keyboard out of the coach's hand. They ought to give you 2 to 5 games for that.
Remote slammed coffee tables. Half the country rewinds DVR feeds. The other half fires off think pieces before the next inbound. Whistles, free throws, and fuse shortened by frustration. Context matters. Through 3 quarters, Washington shoots 2 total free throws. Chicago shoots 17. 15 by Reese alone. Mystique fans boo every subsequent whistle. Convinced Stripes have turned into Chicago's 6th player. On the sky bench, though, resentment flows the other direction. Reese wants more calls, arguing that constant body blows in the paint aren't whistled while tap touches on the perimeters gift Washington sideouts. Add fatigue. This is Chicago's 5th game in 9 nights. With travel from Phoenix to Minnesota to DC, legs wobble, jumpers flatten, and scoreboard stress despite the whistle advantage. Chicago can't buy a bucket when it matters.
The referees blew every whistle. Like, I'm not joking. There was one play where Angel Reese dribbled backward. She backed into Aaliyah Edwards and tripped over her own feet and got free throws. The free throws that led to this happening were unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's...
Fans across the league were left clutching their pearls and their remotes, wondering what level of privilege you have to unlock.
Add social weight. Reese has carried relentlessly, scrutinized since draft night, celebrated from charisma, criticized for confidence, micro-analyzed on every possession. Stir those ingredients and you get a powder keg awaiting one spark. Ivy's Clipboard provided that spark. ESPN veteran play-by-play man Dave Harding nearly swallows his headset. I'm stunned. I never seen that from a rookie or anyone else, really. Color analytic Dina Delgado shakes her head on split screen. That crossed the line, Dave. Passion, yes, but you respect your staff? On the bench, reaction ricochets. Kiala Copper tugs Reese's sleeve, whispering calm. Courtney Williams stares into mid-distance, blinking disbelief. Weatherspoon Hall of Fame point guard once famed from sideline fire, opts for frozy stillness, arms folded, eyes fixed where Clipboard meet court.
I would be worried about Angel Reese demanding a trade. Earlier in the season, she had no one to blame but herself, but over the last 4, maybe 5 weeks, Angel Reese has been dominant and you're still losing.
She does not bench Reese. The margins too thin and the stakes too high. Yet the freeze frame of coach and star in silence standoff tells its own story. Authority challenge in public rarely heals in private without stitches. League HQ discipline or drama dividend. Sunrise, New York City. In WNBA headquarters. Communications staff queue highlight clips while legal team scroll the operations manual. The rule book covers unsportsmanlike acts towards officials and opponents, toward teammates and coaches. But the video tally already surpassed 12 million views. Excess weight, 2 forces. 1. Organizational integrity. Most staff feel safe from equipment projectiles. 2. Eyeball economics. Controversy spikes engagement and engagement sells jerseys. By noon, a statement arrives. The league is reviewing last night's incident involving Angel Reese. Updates forthcoming. In PR's peak, that buys 48 hours. In social media time, eternity. Debate ignites hotter. Fanbase civil war and meme frenzy enter the fandom. Team Clipboard demands a multi-game ban, citing Liz Cambage, pass fine and pledging to send symbolic dry erase boards to league office until justice surfaces. Team Barbie counters that competitive firepower, ratings, and that male athletes smash whiteboards weekly with minimal consequences. A third faction, Team Popcorn, just wants the next meltdown cam ready. Memes, mushroom, cartoons of angels stomping gorilla size across downtown, clutching clipboards as trophies. GIF, loops mashed with Michael Jackson eating popcorn. Fox Amazon listing for angel-proof coach's kit. 5 clipboards, shocked. Absorbent grips, $129 prime. Someone edits footage over NBA Street video game soundtracks. Another designs digital trading cards. Angel Reese, 85 intensity 99 virality, 25 chill in 24 hours.
You know, this is something that has been talked about by so many other people, but guess what? You've been ignoring it. And now Angel Reese is screaming about it. And do certain people want to take heed and listen? Oh, yeah. It's the group that likes to hate on another player who, and I mean, we largely see the amount of bad calls by officials in these games. And I have said from the beginning, the officiating in the WNBA is absolutely terrible.
Hashtag Clipboard Gate surpasses hashtag Super Team 2025 in impressions. The double standards discourse. Pundits pivot. If Caitlin Clark had done that, sports radio fills 6 segments. One host argues Clark would face a week-long suspension and sponsors fleeing. Another counters that league opts differs because Clark's brand center on cheeky clean marketing. Reese brand sells edgy authenticity. Professor Leela Moreau, sport culture scholar, hits primetime news, summarizing, this isn't purely about race or popularity. It's about which archetype the league thinks it can monetize without alienating casual viewers. The clip racks up 600,000 retweets. Inside the locker room, damage control or deep cracks. Reports note Reese and Ivy sit side by side on plane ride home to Chicago. Sources leak that Reese apologized privately, offering to buy Ivy all the clipboards in Office Depot. Yet insiders whisper that vibe remains uneasy. Intangible trust shattered by public embarrassment endures beyond one conversation. Weatherspoon convenes a closed-door meeting stressing respect and accountability. Veteran forward Elizabeth Williams urged teammates to insulate locker room conflicts from cameras. Reese posts Instagram stories. Black screen, white text. Family fights. Family forgives. Locked in. She disables comments. Analysts parse punctuation like cryptographers reading royal decrees. No stress for controversy. Chicago hosts the league-leading Connecticut Sun in 3 days, then travels to Liberty Land for ABC Saturday primetime. Producers already plan split screens. Aces of old smashing clipboard contrasted with Reese replay. Opponents smell distraction. They trap Reese early, hack lines, and test referees. Whistle patience. Weatherspoon will need a rotation silky enough to score and sturdy enough to survive the media glare. Ticket resellers cheer. Secondary market prices for Sky Home games jump 45% overnight. Parents still snap seats for family outings.
Are you kidding me? That is one of the most disrespectful acts I've ever witnessed by a professional athlete towards their coach, one of their coaches. I mean, wow. Wow. What are we doing?
Kids adore Reese's hustle. Grandparents debate her manners, which means the spotlight only widens. Whistle, science, and statistical spin. Lost in frenzy. The actual numbers over her last 10 games. Reese averages 9 free throws attempts, ranking second league-wide. Her style, back-to-basket banger, invites contact, yet advanced metrics show opponents shoot 10% worse at rim when she's the primary defender. That two-way dominance feeds frustration when wins remain elusive. Book score, heroics ring hollow beside an 8-14 record. Analytics guru Cameron Woos charts every call for Clipboard Gate night. He concludes 6 of 53 free throws came on borderline whistles. Could go either way. In official jargon, ESPN publishes the study comment session. Erupt again. One reader chimes. If borderline call none, earn it. Another counters, she earned it. 15 boards. Data relies wins arguments when passion leads. The marketing gold or fool's gold. Corporate partners smell opportunity. A hydration company rushes an endorsement concept. Refuel the fire, Angel Reese, with bottle caps shaped like micro clipboards. A smartphone brand pitches a commercial in which Digital notes get swiped away.
Well, we know Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines, man, after erupting in a press conference, pretty much swearing at reporters. And I'm here to tell you today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington missed this game. This happened on national television.
Upgrade to screen share. Ditch the board. Agents field calls. Weatherspoon feels headache. How do you mold discipline when every outburst attracts endorsement dollars? Veteran hoops heads drawn parallels. Dennis Rodman once peered camera rigs into the stands, but Phil Jackson harnesses chaos into the championship. Rasheed Wallace screamed, "Ball don't lie." Yet Larry Brown coaxed him into ring-bearing efficiency. Would Weatherspoon replicate that alchemy? Skeptic questions whether social media economics dull modern consequences. Believers argue transformational coaching transcends eras. Storylines converging. League integrity versus viral imperative. Commissioner Katie Engelbert faces a tightrope uphold professionalism while capitalizing on skyrocketing visibility. Clipboard Gate arrives while TV negations loom. Networks grave storylines but sponsors want stability. In boardrooms, executives wait. One game suspension signals values without silencing thunder, while zero action risks message board mutiny. CFOs run spreadsheets converting controversy into viewership spikes. Potential outcomes, roadmap of responses. Scenario A, fine only. Reese pays $5K. Issues public apology. Critiques call it wrist slap. Fans celebrate. Chicago hopes issues fades amid win streak. Scenario B, one game ban. League establishes precedent. Reese misses high profile Sun matchup. Ticket buyers grip but rating for return game explode. Scenario C, multiple game suspension. Hardlines shocks players union. Appeals filled. Talk shows feast for weeks. Scenario D, restorative gesture. Mandatory community event on sportsmanship. Reese mentors youth players on respecting coaches. PR victory. Skepticism lingers. The sources hint at scenario B. We await final words like students tracking snow day forecasts. The human element revisited. Lost behind fireworks sits Angel Reese, the person, 23-year-old, carrying expectation mountains from LSU national champion to WNBA phenomenon. In 16 months, she sells out arenas and front sneaker campaigns. Messy moments don't erase community work in Chicago's South Side or scholarship drives she funds in Baton Rouge, but they do raise fair questions about growth and guidance. For every high five she delivers to young fans at shoot-around, she now must answer for one clipboard slam. Assistant coach Ivy, meanwhile, demonstrates composure. Masterclass, no public resentment, no passive-aggressive quotes, just quiet professionalism. In an era when viral retaliation beacons clicks, Ivy chooses dignity. Her example might become a footnote that saves an otherwise fraying locker room bond. Big picture ripple effects. If the league soft pedals discipline, other stars could test limits. Shoe tosses, score table kicks, each stunt dared by marketing math. Conversely, firm action may usher more measurement sideline culture. The WNBA stands at a crossroad where emotional authenticity meets professional decorum. The choice will echo beyond one highlight. It defines brand identity. Basketball magic has always come from tension, balance with respect, the fine line where passion fuels performance but never eclipses team trust. Angel Reese occupies that line like a tightrope walker, juggling spotlight torches. Her athletic gifts are generational, her competitive fire undeniable. The clipboard, now dented, a meme immortalized, is a physical reminder that greatness requires guardrails. Next week, the ball will rise, brand new clipboards will line the sky bench, a scoreboard lights will blink 0-0 again. In those 40 minutes, we will discover whether Reese transforms frustration into focused ferocity, whether Chicago channels chaos into cohesion, and whether the WNBA prioritizes craft over controversy. Until then, keep eyes on the paint, ears on the whistle, and maybe store your office supplies somewhere safe. The league's hottest storyline isn't finished written itself, and something tells me those borderlines aren't the last thing that will fly before the season's final buzzer.